Hello everyone, welcome to Verbling. My name is Justin, and today we're going to have a conversation class that's going to focus on fluency and accuracy. The theme today is customs and traditions, which I always think is interesting because a lot of people have some fun and different unique types of traditions that no one knows about. So it's always fun to learn about these things. So I decided to choose this topic for the day. Let me put up the agenda for today. I'll show you how this class will work. All right. So, how these classes usually work is we describe any customs or traditions from your country. What's your favorite? Why? It could be musical, a lot of different holiday traditions. Maybe clothes, parties, superstitions, family traditions, a lot of different types of things we can talk about. So I'm going to leave it open to you. But depending on how many people we have, we'll have about, yeah, a certain amount of time to speak, and then we'll just have an open conversation. All right. I'm going to welcome some of the people joining me. Hyde, how are you doing?
Hello, nice to see you again.
Yeah, excellent to have you. All right. Daniel, can you hear me? And we have Amp. How are you doing, Amp?
Hi, teacher. I'm doing well, thank you.
Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Amp or Amp?
My name is
How do you
Amparo.
prefer?
My name is Amparo.
Amparo. Okay.
hmm
But all right. Is your nickname is Amp?
Yeah, this shorter.
Okay. All right.
But you can
Cool.
call me Amparo or
All right. I'll call you Amparo. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. So I was kind of already speaking about the way this class works. It's very flexible, but what we're focusing on in this class is fluency and accuracy, okay? So, express yourself the best you can and the way you know, yeah, how to express yourself. Or the way you are comfortable with. That's what I want to say. So this is how we kind of work on fluency and accuracy. We don't want to, I mean, you can take, risks and try to express yourself in different unique ways. But also, if you want to work on your accuracy, I always tell people to just talk the way you're comfortable with. Yeah. For instance, if you can't think of a word, describe it or try to think of a different word. Yeah. This helps your fluency. Okay. So fluency for me it means the how quickly you can express yourself, how fluid you can express yourself really. And accuracy, obviously, we all know that is a precision. All right. Any questions about the class before we get started?
No.
No. All right. All right, Daniel. I want to make sure that you can hear me.
Yep. Hello, how are you
All
doing?
right. Hey, nice, nice. I'm doing well, thanks. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes if you need. If anybody wants to volunteer, just describe any customs or traditions from your country. These are a bunch of different ideas. What's your favorite? Why? Maybe you have some musical traditions, holiday traditions, styles of clothes, parties. I like this one a lot. Superstitions are very interesting. Family traditions. And for now, we'll limit to about 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah. And afterwards, we'll have open conversation with questions. So, as a listener, I want you to think about what's interesting and think of any questions. Um, yeah, maybe this one doesn't apply to this as much. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to always write some feedback in here. So don't worry about what I write. It's just my own notes, and we will review the notes after you're done speaking. But don't let my notes distract you, okay? So this is where I write my notes here. All right. So, anybody want to volunteer to go first?
Okay, I go.
Shy. All right, Amparo, great. I like the attitude. All
Okay,
right.
I am going to talk about a tradition in my country. When is at the end of the year, we usually build a doll that is made of paper or with a structure made of wood, and it represents the year that is going to finish, and it could be a character from a movie or a politician, a sport guy, a sportman, or a cartoon. And we fool this doll with uh, just fireworks. And when it's the midnight, we go to burn this doll, and people used to keep the doll before the year is finishing, ending, and then they put gas oil or gasoline or something like that, and they burn the doll, and that means that you are burning all the things that bad things that happen to you during the year. It's a tradition that has been in my country for a long time. Lately, there are some neighborhoods that build big ones, dolls that could have 6 meters of height of high. And yes, it's a tradition that is very important for all of us.
All right. Very interesting. Can anybody guess what country she's from? Amparo.
Ecuador. Logic.
Ecuador? Yeah?
Logic.
Any other guesses? I feel like maybe Daniel and Amparo already know each other, eh?
Yeah,
All
we
right.
are neighbors.
Okay. Yeah, so you are from Ecuador.
Yes, I am.
Anybody know any other cultures or other countries that have similar tradition like this? Has a tradition similar to this? No? Feel like Colombia has this tradition, no?
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes.
Yeah, I think I've heard it done here, but maybe it's a little different. All right, anybody have any questions? Daniel or Hyde, do you have any questions about this tradition, or anything that you've heard about Ecuador customs or traditions?
No, I don't
All
have
right,
questions.
all right,
Are you happy
no
with
problem.
your president? Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Amparo, I wrote a couple things. I think maybe, can you make this sound a little more natural?
And New Year's Eve.
Okay, when is at the, this sounds a little unnatural here. When is?
uh,
When
when
what?
when it's the end of the year.
Okay, when it
Mhm.
is the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
very good. And you said they fold. I don't know if you meant different word here. I think I heard full with
A full
fill. Yeah, what did they fill it with?
with fireworks.
Fireworks,
Mhm.
yes. All right. And they put gas. This is a phrasal verb we use here. We need
Uh,
a preposition here.
I don't know. Put on.
No? Yeah, there you go. Put on gas. Yeah. There's maybe some other verbs we could think of that
Light
instead
it.
of put on. What is that?
And then you light it then, no?
Yep, put on gas and light it. Okay. Very good. All right. We could also maybe use a different verb like they throw on gas. Yeah, they could
Hmm.
throw on gas or yeah,
Or
pour on gas.
cover the doll with gas, no? Can I say
Uh-huh.
that?
Very good. Yep. Cover the doll with gas. Excellent. Um, I'm kind of curious what neighborhoods build the big what do they call them? Puppets or
Yeah. Why
the
or
big
what
ones?
neighborhood?
Wh- Yeah,
There,
what neighborhoods?
well, the neighborhood that is they call like a suburb.
Okay,
What
like
is the
suburb.
yeah, what we call suburb, the like the poor areas. It's not so poor.
Uh,
It's a medium class, more or less.
okay,
But
so
yeah,
maybe sometimes you could say the outskirts of the city. It's like the outer areas, the rural areas of the city.
no, it's not rural. It is in the
No?
middle. It's in the city, but it's the zone that it used to be the poorest one a long time ago. But they also they have this kind of tradition, even when the situation have improved a lot for them.
Yeah, is there reasoning why they're bigger? Is it just to kind of what do you think is the reasoning for it being bigger?
Why they try to everyone in that live in the same neighborhood participate in the construction of the puppet, and in
That's
that yes, just for that because they are and to show how the to show the public how they have good skills for doing some kind of puppets because they just last year, for example, they include in movement to the puppets even when they were 6 meter high. So different techniques. So
okay,
that's
yeah,
why. Mhm.
different ways of doing it.
Yeah,
All right, and they include in the past,
include
include
included
did.
included. Yeah,
Okay, I want to hear the did.
yeah,
Very
included.
good. All right, excellent. All right, very good. Thank you, Amparo. All right,
Yeah.
very good, very interesting. All right, Daniel or Hyde, either of you wanna volunteer to be next?
Daniel.
All right, Daniel, let's hear it.
Okay. For example, here in my city, imagine that it's January 1st, midnight. Imagine the whole sky full of fireworks. I mean, it's not normal. It's like I think you can see it from the space station or something like that because it's pretty huge. But I don't like this tradition because it comes from Pablo Escobar, and that was an area of violence that I don't wanna remember actually. Actually, I don't even live that area, but I heard that was pretty bad. So I want to talk about the original music that we have in the upper part of the country. Maybe you have heard about it, Vallenato, maybe.
Yeah.
I like it because it's not something that we are imitating, like the all the things that we use here, or we usually do here in Colombia. There is something that is our proper identity. It's original. So I really like that thing. Even though I'm not a hardcore fan of vallenato. I mean, I like it, but I don't wanna be 3 hours listening to that music because it becomes to bother me a little.
All right. All right. Cool. I mean, where did it origin? How long has this music been going on for, Vallenato?
Hmm. Well, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, you don't
around
know.
20 or 30 years, I think.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah, no, I've heard it before. It's definitely very unique.
Do you like it? No?
Yeah, well, I like it, but depends. There's different styles of vallenato. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like the romantic style. It's a little cheesy.
Yeah.
But I like the fun. There's a fun kind of style too. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
what else? Any of you guys have questions, Hyde or Amparo, about vallenato?
I like just Carlos Vives. The other kind of two people
Carlos
that
Vives.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you consider Carlos Vives vallenato, Daniel?
I don't know. I don't think
Now,
so. A little bit.
not now. A little bit when he started, maybe when he started his career.
Yeah, maybe. But the music that he makes is like a mix from
Hmm.
between vallenato and pop, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
maybe
cool. It's cool.
vallenato rock,
Vallenato
vallenato
rock.
rock. Yeah,
Yeah, but I
maybe.
like it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
I
cool.
no,
went to his I
yeah, I
went to
like him
his
too.
concert.
You went to his concert?
Yes, last year.
Okay,
Where
yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
where in Ecuador? Or? No.
Yes, he was
Nice.
here last year.
How
Nice,
how
nice.
long ago did you see him, Amparo?
I think it was in August, maybe.
Okay,
I don't
so
know. Let
recent.
me remember. Yeah, it was recently with the last CD that he launched.
Okay, like a tour.
Yeah.
Last city that he toured.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've heard him a couple times, but I think with age, his voice is going out. Have you heard of this? His voice is going out. Like it's not as crystal clear anymore. With age, maybe you lose your voice a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. But at least he's a
Yeah.
friendly person, not like the Shakira that she
Yeah.
reminds about Colombia. And
Yeah.
she was singing the how do you say himno? I
I
don't
don't
know,
like her.
the official music of Colombia. He was singing wrong paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Hyde. Hyde. Have you ever heard of Carlos Vives or Vallenato before?
No, I have no idea.
I wonder if you would like it. Can you describe it, Daniel? Describe it for Hyde.
Uh, well, I think it's pretty strange for you. Maybe when a person is pretty or is in head over heels with another person. For example, if I'm head over heels with a girl, this kind of music is appropriate to dedicate to that woman. Maybe.
So you're saying it's like the Colombian mariachi?
Maybe something like that. Yeah. But the
But what
voice
about
is
the
pretty. I don't know how do you say, like tiny or
high
like
pitched?
a girl voice, like a girl voice. I don't know.
Yeah, we say high pitched.
High pitch. Okay.
And it's pretty powerful as well, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
And yeah, and what I think is the most unique is that the accordion,
Yeah, accordion.
yeah, it uses accordion, and the accordion is like the main instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like the guitar. It's the guitar of vallenato.
yeah.
Yeah.
They are all singing along with an accordion. It really sounds cool, nonetheless, if they are not using other instruments.
Yeah, we could say it's very fast paced. Usually it's very fast paced.
Yep.
Yeah. Any questions about some of this vocabulary? There's some good stuff here. Head over heels. Everyone familiar with this? Yeah? All right. Very good. All right, yeah. No, very interesting, Daniel. I definitely I'm interested. The Ray, they have the rey. He just passed away. Yes. What do they call him? El Rey.
Array? Ah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
the
the
king
king.
of Vallenato.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, they had a
Right.
big celebration for him.
Yeah, like
Hmm
always. Always when a person dies here.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
in the
but
season that the king of Vallenato died, he was when uh, Carlos Vives was here in Ecuador.
oh, really?
What did he say?
But he say that he showed in the screen the pictures of the guy.
Mm, nice, nice.
Okay. Yeah. I have one last question. Is Vallenato spreading pretty popular in Ecuador, Amparo, or is it pretty underground? We call it.
The depends on the region. For example, in the mountain region, yes, it's most popular than here in my city. I
Okay.
live
Most
on the
popular?
coast. Yes, I live on the coast, so the rhythm more popular here are merengue, salsa, reggaeton for the young people. But yes, in the mountain Andean region, yes, it's vallenato. Yes, I don't remember
All
the
right.
names of the because I don't like too much the new generation of singers, vallenato singers. But
Mhm.
yes, there are some concerts here in Quito, and they have been acceptation. They have been had.
All right. Very good. Amparo, I have one thing, little feedback here for you. That's kind of a common. Is this correct? This sentence? I don't like too much the new generation. The new generation. Think about the order of words.
Yeah, I don't like the new generation of singers too much.
Yeah. Yeah, when you say like, you always put what you don't like or what you like after. Then you go with, yeah, if you don't like it too much, if you like it a lot. Okay? So I don't
Mhm.
like the new generation too much. Good. Probably language one interference. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to Hyde, which is going to be very interesting. I don't know too much about your culture, Hyde. Do you have anything in mind?
My favorite custom about Japan is mm, taking off your shoes before entering our house. Japanese people have Japanese people are very sensitive about the hygiene or cleanliness. So we don't want to bring that from the outside to inside.
Okay.
Then
Yes, I have heard of this one.
uh, even we some people believe in the toilet there are goats living in the toilet. So we need to clean up the toilet every time. If
Wow.
toilet was dirty, maybe you get some unlucky things.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
anywhere, if you go to another place, anywhere, if you want to use a toilet, the public toilet or department store, everywhere, toilet very clean.
Okay. Anything else before we open to the conversation?
Then I went abroad sometimes, staying in a hotel several days, it's okay. But when I stayed in the apartment or some school dormitory for over 1 month, I always bring some towel or cleaners. I clean up floor at first and the toilet. Then after that, my room, no one can enter that place with putting on their shoes. So even my friend came to my room. Please take off your shoes here.
All right. No, it's definitely a lot different.
Yeah, every day
Do-
I wiped up my room.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Hyde about
Yeah.
these traditions or customs?
Can I ask a question not related to this, but about the Japanese culture? No? No? Can I?
Hyde, is it
Huh?
okay if you ask you a different question, unrelated?
Yeah,
What is the most weird food that you have eaten?
we have food.
Yeah, what
I
is the most weird food?
um,
Food.
where in Japan
Hmm.
or other countries.
No, in your life. I mean,
Mm, in my life,
yeah.
um, I mentioned sometimes I went to Spain. Then I went to the bar and I ordered fish or fried fish. I thought it seafood, but it's not seafood. It's catfish. I hate it. Smells like mud.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, 'cause I mean, I don't know catfish. Yeah, bagre, they eat that in South America and in the United
Yeah.
States. Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, it's not very common in Japan, Hyde, to eat catfish.
No, I've never eaten a catfish in Japan.
All right, interesting. Amparo, do you have any questions for Hyde?
No.
No? Okay. I have a lot of questions actually about the tradition you're talking about. I don't know if maybe I'm kind of curious how offensive it is if someone accidentally wears shoes in your house. Is it a big deal or Hyde?
No, because we know you are foreigner, so at first we were surprised, but maybe we will say, please take off your shoes here.
Okay.
Other
Uh,
person said, how can I do that if our socks has holes? It's okay, no problem.
I don't know if you've traveled to other countries, but have you traveled to other countries, Hyde?
Yeah,
Have you had difficulty dealing with not being able to take your shoes off?
no, it's okay in other countries. It's their custom.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like have you guys know what a pet peeve is, I imagine? A pet peeve?
Hmm.
A pet peeve is something that bothers you. I was
Um,
wondering if it's such a custom that maybe it bothers you if you don't do it.
I'm very
Um,
sensitive, as I mentioned. When I stayed in a hotel in Germany, the covering was covering smelled very bad, so I couldn't sleep.
okay. Yeah, no, it's I'm sure it's very different. I mean, I don't know what other countries do this. I know you're not the only country that does this. I think a few countries take their shoes off, correct?
Maybe Korea, maybe Korea custom is the same.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Asia is definitely on my to-do list. I have another question actually about the other thing you talked about is the toilets. How often do people clean the toilets?
But
You said you said they clean them all the time?
if only family is very small, in that case only once. But there are big families. In that case, maybe they clean once or twice or three times.
A day?
Yeah,
Okay, so every day.
once a
and
day?
Japanese toilet is very special.
Yeah,
Especially
it's sacred. It's very
um,
special.
she knows after finishing the things in the toilet,
Uh-huh.
from behind, thin nozzle came out. It splashed the water. It cleaned up your place.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, no,
Very
it's not a
comfortable.
bad thing. I don't know. I was wondering, this is another curiosity of me. I have a theory that sometimes the cleanlier you are, the less your body can handle germs.
Mhm.
Have you guys ever heard of this theory? I don't know. I'll tell you my reasoning in a bit here, but does anybody think the same way?
Yes,
Cause yeah,
yes, I thought that it was the reason.
yeah. Like, well, I always think of allergies. It's very interesting. I don't know if this is true. It's just my idea, my theory, like I said. Um, but I don't know. I want to know because maybe Hyde, you've noticed this too. But in the United States, I know there's some specific families, usually higher end families that are really clean. They use a lot of like cleaning products, um, and chemicals and stuff like that to clean. And I've noticed that the schools, like the higher end schools, they have a lot of problems with allergies.
Mhm.
And I just kind of linked this correlation together as thinking that maybe since they're so clean, they develop interesting allergies like peanut allergies. I don't know if you guys have problems with peanut allergies.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, have you guys noticed this in your countries or?
No, that reminds me about a Simpsons episode.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, Milhouse was with a peanut allergy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, when I was younger, I don't remember any peanut allergies. So I'm just wondering why are these peanut allergies happening? But I don't know. I don't know if it's exactly correlation to cleaning products. Um, I don't know anything like this ever happened. You guys noticed this? Hyde, you said you noticed peanut allergies, or do you guys have a lot of allergies in Japan? Are you from Japan, correct?
Yeah, I have a hay fever.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't
Pollen,
know.
pollen allergy.
From pollen?
Yes, to cedar pollen.
Yeah, I think I have problems with dust as well. Dust and maybe pollen sometimes. Yeah. No, I don't know. And I mean my family use clean products as well, but I know some people use excessive sometimes. And maybe they have a saying. Does anybody ever heard this? What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger.
Yeah,
Do you guys have a similar? Do you have a similar one in your language? Your native
Yes,
language?
the same.
The same.
something
Yeah.
similar. Sí.
Yeah, actually I've heard it in Spanish. I've heard it in Spanish, yes. All right, very good. All right, guys. Well, now we just pretty much have open conversation about anything that you guys want to talk about. Actually, I mean, we could even change topics because we didn't have too many people. So I don't know. Anybody have any questions or anything they would like to talk about?
Well, we
This is
can
your
we can
chance.
talk about superstition maybe. I suppose
Yeah.
every country has a different one.
Yeah. No, I like superstitions. Daniel, I know some of your superstitions. You can explain to us. All right, Amparo, what do you have for superstitions?
Well, in my country there are some superstitions when someone die. When he is going to be buried at the cemetery, usually here is in like buildings with crypts. The people said that you have to be sure that the coffin must be introduced with the feet of the dead, must be in the uh, under part of the crypt, because if not, the dead can go to 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 have a ride every day, and someone else that in your family is going to die.
Oh no, that's really intense. Um, I didn't understand clearly. How do the feet have to be?
the feet must be at the bottom. It's usually they are buried in horizontal horizontal
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
So the feet must be at the bottom of the crypt. Yep,
So they're buried vertically. Is that what you're saying?
horizontally, horizontally,
Oh,
horizon.
but
Yeah,
the feet have to be face down. Is that what
not
you're saying?
not first down. The just it must be no the at the end of the crypt.
Okay. The coffin, the end of the coffin.
Yes, the coffin. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. I see. So touching the end of the coffin.
Yes,
Okay. All
and
right.
the head must be where you have the wall that the name of the dead. The head must be in that side, and the opposite side and the background must be the feet.
Okay, interesting. All right. Any questions about this, Hyde or Daniel? You guys have any similar superstitions?
Yeah, the same.
The same one? I haven't heard of that one actually, but okay. Very cool. So when someone die,
Hmm.
Amparo, one, is this plural or third person?
Third person.
Yeah. I know it means, I mean, you could say everyone, but one is always third person, okay?
Hmm.
So we have to say someone dies, okay? And then also feet. Feet is not plural, it's a
No.
singular,
Hmm.
okay? Feet.
Hmm.
All right? It's uncountable.
Yes, I
All
think
right.
it's also in plural.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So, actually, while we're on you, Amparo, I forgot I had a question about you that I know you said you lived on the coast.
Yeah, on the coast. Yeah,
Yeah. Where did I put this? Right here. Do you live near Guayaquil or where do you live on the
I
coast?
live in Guayaquil.
You
The picture
live
that I have
like
is
I know
from
because I
Guayaquil.
okay because I oh yeah actually I recognize it now. Yeah, it's the river next to
Yes,
the river. Yes.
Guayas River. Yeah,
Ah, cool. No, I used to live in near a city, Mangararalto. I only
Mangaralto.
lived there for temporary for a couple months.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Mangararalto. It's a little fishing town.
Mangaralto.
Yeah, and it's like 3 hours north. Mangaralto. I used to say it a lot better. But there was a really cool tradition they did. I don't remember what time of year it was. It had to be like November, I think. In November. Have you ever heard of a coastal tradition they do with bread in the small towns? Bread and hot chocolate?
No,
No. It was
which
such a
one?
cool tradition because we I was in that small town and we went and sang a song. I forgot what it was. It was something about um, pretty much just singing that we want bread and chocolate. We are the angels and we come for bread and chocolate or something. And people welcome you into their house and they serve you bread and chocolate, hot chocolate.
Uh, what season? What usually when he is in November, we we drink uh, um, a drink that is made with um, purple corn with that power. And this drink is just when we celebrate Death Day.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Death Day.
we have yes, we have a special bread that is have the shape of a person that is called guaguas. And for that day, we usually drink that kind of drink that they have a lot of fruit inside them, pineapple, uh, uh, crumbs, or you put raisins, you put prunes also, plums,
Hmm.
and it is a traditional for this day. And in these small towns that you said, they go to the cemetery and they put the favorite food of the dead, and they eat then in the cemetery.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
In the small towns, usually that
It's a nice
happens.
tradition.
Hmm.
It's a very nice tradition. Okay. All right, let's move on to Daniel. Daniel, do you have any of your favorite superstitions from Colombia?
Well, actually, we have plenty of superstitions here. Each one more weird than the last one, I think. Like silly and funny things like wear yellow underwear on December 31. But actually, I have
Yeah.
heard about it in another countries. So no offense to anyone here, maybe you do it.
Yeah.
But I think the one that I want to explain is the the myth, because for me it's a myth that in December 31 you have to pack your baggage, you have to pack your things like you do when you're about to travel. You have to pack your baggage. You have to wear like suits or like fancy clothes, and you have to walk around the block of your house with your baggage, and then that means that you are going to travel the next year. You're attracting the trips to your life just doing
Okay.
that.
Yes. Yeah. You're supposed to walk? I thought you're supposed to run.
Yeah,
Or
like
does it
walk
matter?
around. Yeah.
Okay. Some people just walk. Yeah, I want to do that tradition actually. I'd like to try that. That'd be fun. Yeah. Be careful when you say dates. December 31.
Yeah.
Remember in English, we usually make it an ordinal number. So not December 31. It's more natural to say December 31st.
First, first.
Hmm.
Oh, the first. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's really picky. I have to be picky with you guys. You have very good English, so um, just something that's commonly forgotten is to keep them ordinal numbers. Even if we do it in you're using American English. If we do it in British English, we would say what for dates?
British.
Yep.
Mm, 31 December. No.
They still use ordinal numbers. Yeah. So you'd
Hmm.
say, what the heck? You'd say the. It's a tricky part. Is you say the 31st of December. All right. So I always tell people, you learn. I'm American, but I mean, I'm not. I'm a little biased, but at the same time, it's easier. December 31st. You don't have to put the article in there and the preposition, because some people they just like they get very timid and they say 31 December. No, the 31st of December. Okay, good. Any questions about Daniel's tradition with the yellow underwear or the
No, it's
baggage?
similar. The traditions are similar in my country also.
You guys do both of them for New Year's?
Hmm?
You do both of those for New Year's, Amparo?
No, 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 no. No, but
You,
they are common the traditions here, and also to eat 12 grapes at the end of
Yeah.
the
uh,
Awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, that is it. Or
yeah.
if you are wearing a white uh, dress that day, you are going to have a good health the next year. Yeah, just a lot of traditions.
Yeah, speaking of New Year's, I had a really interesting experience in Colombia. My first New Year's here, I thought it was going to be. I was in Bogota, and I thought it was going to be like New York, because I'm from a small town, and I was thinking, oh, it's going to be like New York, a big city, New Year's, it's going to be great. and I went to the popular bar scene because I had two friends visiting, and we just wanted to go to a place that was very, happening, I guess. And we went there, and it was dead. Nobody was there. It was a few places were packed, but they were sold out, so we couldn't get inside. And then everywhere else was closed, except for maybe one or two small bars that had just people travelers there. And I'm like, where are all the Colombians? Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
this is
just Bogota, right?
yeah, maybe it is, yeah. But it was a very big culture shock for me because I'm used to being with friends on my New Year's Eves, but actually in Colombia they're with their families and they do all these traditions, so it's really intriguing to me.
You have to come to Medellin.
It's a little different.
Yeah, 180 degrees difference.
Okay. Yeah, I mean I celebrated Christmas in a
And where
small
do you live,
town.
teacher?
I'm living in Bogota right now.
Bogota. Mm.
Yeah,
How long
it's
have you been there?
I've been here for 3 years,
3 years.
so
Oh.
I'm almost Rojo, almost.
Abuelo.
Rolo, yeah. Rolo. Rojo, sorry, that's a roll. I always do that. I confuse those two words. I'm a cinnamon Rojo. All right, let's finish up with Hyde. Hyde, I bet you have some really good superstitions. I've heard a few from Japan. What do you want to talk about?
Maybe before there might be a lot of superstitions, but as you know, Japan is an industrial country, so we don't believe anything. We are not no more religious, so I can remember some superstition nowadays.
No? You guys
No,
don't have any practice?
Can I ask a question to Heidi about, for example, Hello Kitty? I have heard about that is a devil cat or something like that. Is it true?
it's kind of a way to get get responsibility. Only samurai warriors could do that. It's kind
Hmm,
of proud of them.
I've never heard that. Interesting. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can't think of anything. So maybe I'm thinking more. Sorry, I'm not very familiar with Asian countries at all. So it's always new to me. But maybe I'm thinking of China. Do they have a lot more superstitions and stuff like that in Korea?
I don't know about China.
Because I just heard I was talking with a friend that was in China and they told me a bunch of superstitions. So maybe
I've
yeah.
never been in China.
You've never been there?
Never. I don't have any friend, Chinese friend.
Okay. Yeah, not very many people travel or tourists. They travel between China and Japan. They usually keep separate, or
No, I've never met any Chinese here.
yeah, it's crazy because it's so close. But I guess a
No,
lot of
close.
it's not close.
Very
It
far.
seems close on a map. How far is it to get there? Do you know?
Yeah, maybe on the map it's close compared to other place,
Yeah.
but culturally it's very far.
No,
There could be,
yeah.
we are not.
I understand. I'm bordering Canada. My home state is bordering Canada, and I've been to Canada maybe one little time. I mean, I'm so close, but I've only been there on a lake. I was on a Canadian lake, and no more. I've never been on Canadian land.
For example, North Korea is closer than China, but we
Okay.
don't know about the North Korea.
Yeah. hmm All right, great. No, it was definitely an interesting conversation. Anybody have any other last comments? Have you guys done many classes like this on Verbling? Do you have any suggestions for me? This is kind of a new series I've been starting, just a fluency conversation class, but um, anybody have suggestions or anything to make this class a little better or different that you'd prefer?
This is my first time with you,
hmm
but I like it the way that the the classes have been developed.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I know it's a simple structure, but the idea is just to. I'm. This is kind of my opportunity to learn from different parts of the world because that's one of the reasons I really like Verbling is you get to meet people from everywhere. So
Hmm.
it's very interesting to me. Um, Actually, I just remembered something I was going to tell Daniel.
Yep.
You said the fireworks were not normal. There's
But
an
I mean,
expression out of this world, yeah? Maybe you've heard
yeah,
of that.
something
They're out of this
unusual.
world. Yeah, that's kind of a fun expression that you can use. Good. Um, I guess yeah, no, and I try to switch up the classes, but I definitely the little I'm on here, I try to mix them up, but I also do some similar different series. My next class is going to be a lot more grammar based. I have a class right after this. It's indirect questions, and I know this is very difficult for Spanish speakers because I teach here in Colombia. So if you're interested in that, I'll let you know. I have the next hour with that class. It's going to be very heavy and not heavy on grammar, but I'm going to explain the grammar and we just do a couple practice activities to reinforce it. Um, but it's actually very simple, but people always forget. It's one of these recurring errors that people make that maybe they understand it, but it's just such a bad habit that
Yes.
you have difficulty with it. So hopefully that's a class that will reinforce that grammar. I don't know if Hyde, do you have problems with indirect questions?
No.
No? I think it's a lot of language one interference. Um, but no, that should hopefully be a good class for any of you guys if you want to join. Any requests of classes? Give me some ideas while we're waiting. While we have a few more minutes here.
Are you
Any of
gonna
you guys?
make maybe game classes like you did before?
Games?
Yeah,
Okay.
you did a class, but actually that wasn't successful because you had a lot of connection problems that day.
Oh, was that? Yeah, I remember Daniel. I remember that. That was very well. It was really foolish of me too because I didn't try changing the bandwidth, and I knew that was possible. I don't think I ever tried changing the bandwidth, and now I've been using one bar and I've never had problems. Um, but yeah, no, sorry about that. That was a very bad experience on Verbling for me. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, indeed, but no problem.
Yeah, no. All right, good, good to. I like the games too. I'll start thinking of my games I do in the classroom in person. You could always adapt them to virtual. It's always fun.
Some classes that people really loves here. Well, maybe at least me role play.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good idea because I haven't done much role play on this. Cool. All right. How about uh, how about you, Hyde? What are some of your favorite activities on Verbling?
Not bubbling. Before I attended another school. Sometimes we have argument.
Have what?
Not argument, kind of conversation.
Okay, like debates.
Yeah, debate.
Okay, yeah, debates are always fun, but it's always very difficult to find a debate that would work for all cultures. It's very, you know, I've always found it difficult. I have a couple of my go-to themes, but it's very debates can be very touchy. Yeah.
For example, about the nuclear generation system, we should remove all of them or to keep them.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that would be. I mean, I don't know. Definitely environmentalists would be very one-sided on that one.
Maybe no conclusion, but quite fun.
Yeah, and actually, what I like to do is give you a different role if you're actually go against what you're for. Yeah, you know, maybe you're an environmentalist, but if you have to debate against something that you believe in, it's very difficult. Okay. Amparo, do you have any suggestions?
I like crosswords.
You said crosswords?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how we'd implement a crossword class into this. Maybe there's a way of doing it. That's usually just kind of a board game, but board game is actually a good idea as well. I've done board games that do really well in classes. Okay. Very good, guys. Well, no, I appreciate your participation, and it was great having you in this class. I hope you remember some of the feedback, um, and definitely hope to see you guys again sometime. So keep an eye out for me. It's great having you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you
take
very
care.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yep, take
Thanks for the
care.
class. Take care.
Bye.
See ya.
Yep, you're
Bye.
welcome. See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.